right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Good to see so many people in the chat already. Sean, welcome. Preston, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Zach, good to see you. Hope you are having a fantastic Sunday. Ian, good to see you as well. Thank you very much for the 4-month support, dude. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Welcome back. Good to see you again. It's been a little while, hasn't it? So welcome. Zach, welcome. And happy Sunday to you as well. All right, I hope we're all doing well. So today we've got something a little bit different to the usual. We're doing a little bit of VFR today in the Spitfire. We've got the FlyingIron simulations, Super in Spitfire Mark 9. And yeah, we're going to do a little bit of flying around in it. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I've got some of the pilot's notes here from real world Spitfire pilots. And yeah, we're going to kind of reference those and just try and do some sort of realistic maneuvers and whatnot, and try and see how well this thing performs, you know, to the figures, if you like. So yeah, it should be good fun. I have had a bit of a play around with this already, and there are a few little quirks, obviously, with Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment. But other than that, it's very, very fun, and it's pretty challenging, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, it should be a bit of fun. All right, so let's get loaded in then, and let's have a look at the thing. All right, so here we are. We're at Biggin Hill. To begin with, we are going to start off here. Biggin Hill, obviously, is home to I believe a historic war hangar or something like that. And yeah, we're going to be basically, yeah, we're basically going to be departing from Biggin Hill. We're going to be having a bit of a fly around here. Going to do a few traffic patterns to begin with around Biggin Hill, just to get a bit of a feel for this thing and kind of show you guys how it behaves, and you know, get lots of takeoffs and landings, and it's just a bit of practice for me as well. And yeah, then we're going to be flying north over London City towards Duxford. We're going to land there, obviously home to the Imperial War Museum, and then we're going to be flying southwest down to RAF Northolt, and then back on to Biggin Hill. So it should be quite fun. We're going to do it all VFR. I'm not going to use any sort of tracking software or anything. I'm going to do it completely visual, using everything that we've got in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have put together a little bit of a plan here. So if I bring up the fuzz pad real quick, I've got sort of our route planned out here on a sort of a crude VFR chart. This is sort of the initial implementation of sort of a VFR planning tool in Sim Toolkit Pro. And yeah, you can see I've mapped it out here. This purple line is, you know, I mean, it's just straight lines between each of the airfields, but yeah, it's just to kind of remind me where we're going. And yeah, we're going to try and adhere to VFR rules as much as possible. So we're going to try and take into account, obviously, these various different airspaces that we'll be flying through. Obviously, there are various maximums and minimums that we need to adhere to in VFR flight. And yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too much of an issue as long as we don't fly over the centre of London. And I kind of still want to do that, really, just for a bit of fun, because London looks really cool to fly over. It's we've got the Orbex scenery pack for London installed, so it might be quite fun just to do that, just to break the rules for one little section of the flight. So we're going to fly north and yeah, up towards past London Stansted, up towards Duxford. Duxford's quite a little small airfield. It's taking quite a while to load in here. There we go. 1,503 meters length runway, not very long at all. And then going down to the southeast southwest towards RAF Northolt, which is more or less in London, just north of London Heathrow. And again, pretty, I mean, not hugely long runway, but shouldn't be an issue in the Spitfire. Obviously, it's an RAF base, so I don't think normally you would fly in there, but obviously for this for the simulator, we can do that, no problems. And that's the rough route. I did sort of toy with the idea of going to Farnborough as well, which is somewhere sort of down here. Can't quite remember exactly where. Just here, actually. I did toy with the idea of going to Farnborough as well. Obviously, they do the air shows there. So that might be quite a good one, but I didn't get any scenery for that, so I kind of thought we'd stick to these three. And yeah, so I've got freeware sceneries for Biggin Hill, Duxford, and RAF Northolt. I don't know how good they are. I haven't really had too much of a look, but that's essentially the route. So I think once we depart Biggin Hill, we're going to depart on runway 21. I've set up a little bit of a scenario. We're not using live weather because the weather in the UK at the moment isn't too great, and the Spitfire, it can be quite sensitive to winds and whatnot, and with this being one of the first times I'm flying it, I kind of want to, you know, just learn the ropes a little bit. So I've set up a scenario with some clouds and wind. So we're going to take off London Biggin Hill at runway 21, and then we're going to turn to the north. And then I think what might be cool is if we yeah, I mean, we could fly through London. So we'll turn and face north, and then we should be able to see London in front of us. So we'll fly up and through London, kind of low, just get a bit of a browse around. And then we will we'll try and pick up this road coming out, which is the M11. We'll pick up the M11 coming out. God, this map loads slow. Holy. Yeah, we'll pick up the M11 and basically just follow that all the way up and past London Stansted. Obviously making sure we keep quite a low altitude as we pass into this airspace, and then following the M11 all the way up, essentially, and that will take us directly to Duxford. Then we'll do a landing at Duxford. We'll pull in and just do a lap around the airport and then take off again. And then from Duxford, we shall follow. I guess we're probably just going to follow out the A505 here. And then we will... it's kind of difficult to see because of these airspace boundaries. But we'll follow the A505. And... let's see, which is the best way to go around this area. It might be good actually to follow the A10. That might be a bit easier down. And then join on to... yeah, if we follow the A10 down all the way and then join the M25 and then follow that around... and then, yeah, I suppose then we can aim for like Wembley Stadium. We might be able to see Wembley Stadium, and then straight east towards Northolt. Stadium should be somewhere in this area right there. So Wembley Stadium's part of the Orbix scenery pack, so we'll probably be able to see that from quite far away. So yeah, we'll follow the A10, M25, follow it round. Oh, actually, the M25 goes around this way, doesn't it? Okay, so yeah, we could follow the M25 all the way around and then straight east on the M40. That should work. And then down to Biggin Hill. I guess we'll probably just depart out to the west, follow the M25 around again. Probably follow that all the way. Just a tour of the M25, how beautiful. I suppose following the M25 as well, it kind of I suppose there's London Heathrow airspace here, which we've got to be careful of, but flying the M25 is kind of taking us a little bit out of the way. So that could work, I think. I mean, I'm not going to do it super hard and fast with following the restrictions for the airspace, but I'm just going to try and, you know, implement a little bit of it in there. Mainly because I don't do a lot of VFR flying, and it'd be quite good to just brush up on that a little bit. Mike, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Preston, thank you very much for the 200 and another 200 stars, dude. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Zach, sorry I missed your 200 stars as well. Sorry, I tend to read the chat first, and then sometimes I just miss the stars coming up there. But thank you very much, guys, for the stars. Much appreciated, as always. Very, very generous. All right, let's do this thing. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, this. It's a pretty spicy bird to fly around. And, yeah, so, yeah, I've got the face tracker on again. So hopefully it will work a bit better with the Spitfire, with it being a little bit less fiddly than a airliner. All right, so let's get this thing started up then. So I'm just going to turn the music all the way down so you guys can hear the sounds in game, because this thing absolutely, it sounds amazing. It sounds absolutely stunning. So so let's do it. Now, I'll see if I can remember the checklist off the top of my head. I've been going through these a few times to try and remember them. So let's just try and see if we can remember it. All right, so first of all, we want to bring the throttle forwards, and I'm actually going to turn off the head tracking just for the start here, because it's probably a little bit easier to show you guys if the camera's not wobbling about all over the place. So what you want to do first of all is bring the throttle forwards, and that's going to then turn on the batteries in the aircraft. You can see the landing gear indicator has come on there, and the reason for that is if you look down here, there's like this little switch here, and that when you bring the throttle forward, it clicks it on. So you can actually turn it off as well there, but that's one way to do it. And then you want to put the air screw control, or basically the prop RPM, basically all the way forwards, and then the mixture, which is over at this other side here, we're going to leave that to fully cut off at the moment. We are then going to, we'll just check our fuel. So fuel on board currently, we'll just hide this, hide the yoke for a second. You can check your fuel by holding this here. So this is actually only reading from the upper tank. There's 2 tanks in the Spitfire, and this is only going to read from the upper one. So, sorry, the lower one. And, sorry, I don't know if I'm getting this the right way around or not. Hang on, let me just check my notes here. So the fuel gauge is... It shows the quantity of the bottom tank. So there's 2 tanks in the Spitfire, and the larger tank is on top. This one reads from the bottom, and the top tank is basically the one that drains first. So yeah, but this is basically reading the level of the bottom tank, which is obviously the most critical because that will drain second. So full on fuel, we're looking at I've looked at the pilot's notes here, so if I just very briefly bring this up. So I've got a little book here. It's like a little PDF of a book called Spitfire Pilot's Notes. And yeah, prepared by direction of the Ministry of Supply and promulgated by order of the Air Council. So I've been looking through this, and there's some interesting stuff in here. Obviously, it's all real-world stuff. And we're basically going for a sort of training load for the flight today. Although, having said that, if I can find the right page here. Here we go. So we've got the loads here under stalling section. So a training load is 7,150 pounds. Now, because the Spitfire in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can't actually load it with anything more than that, really, because it doesn't have the external fuel tanks. So if you look at my loading here, I've got it on 100% fuel. Obviously, you could crank up the pilot payload, I suppose you could crank that up. But we are basically at full load on the sim. That is basically what is equivalent to, it's just under 7,150 pounds. So we're basically on a training load, so to speak. And yeah, so full on fuel, we're all good there. So that's fine. Let's now that we've got battery power as well, let's just let's get some lighting on in here. These take a little bit of twisting. I'm not sure if they're a little bit bugged, but there we go. A little bit of lighting on there, looking pretty cool. Mariner, good evening, dude. Welcome. Ian as well. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Where we're flying. So we're going to start with a few traffic patterns. We're currently in Biggin Hill. So we're going to start with a few traffic patterns initially, and then we are going to fly. We're going to fly Biggin Hill. To the north to Duxford, and then to the southwest to RAF Northolt, and then back to Biggin Hill. Of course, after doing a few traffic patterns, so you guys can laugh at how bad I am at flying this thing and landing it. All right, so let's make sure the altimeter is set, of course. 1013 is correct. We shall, now I've had a bit of trouble with this compass right here, but basically the way you set it is you align north here, you align that with this little cross at the end. So if you twist this round, it takes a bit of doing. Do it that way, it might be quicker. There we go. Now at the top, I believe there should be a little line here which indicates my heading, but it doesn't actually exist, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there, or I'm just a bit confused by that, to be quite honest. So then you lock the compass, and then it doesn't rotate anymore. So you double check that with your current heading. And I mean, it seems to be about right, actually. It looks to be playing nice now. So we're currently facing to 178 degrees, roughly, 177. And at the top is, yeah, it's about right, actually. So that's the compass. That's that one set. And let's bring the throttle about an inch open. While we're on the ground taxi, we want to have this carb air filter on, and that's going to basically just stop loads of debris being dragged into the engine while we're taxiing around. We'll then come down here, we'll turn on the fuel boosters. You can actually hear that quite well if I just shut up for a second. You guys should be able to hear that. It's a very low hum. If I turn it off and on, there you go. Pitot heat we won't need on for doing these laps, and the radiator flap. Now this switch, it doesn't really say anything on it, but also check out this texturing. Look how good it is. Like, I'm zoomed right in here, and there's only a few little bits that are blurry. It's so good. So the radiator flap, this is an automatic thing. If it's in this right position, and then left will actually deploy the basically manual control of the. I'm not sure what the exact name for them is. So let's see if I can just check that here. Yeah, it's basically just radiator control. I suppose that's how you would say it. And if you come outside here, you can actually see they're already open right here. Here's the radiators. And if I go inside and go like that, well, now they're more open. So you can actually see them always, but they just open a little bit more, which is pretty cool. So we'll leave that on automatic, and I think we're about good to start the engines now. We just need to do a bit of a wobble with the wobble pump. Let's bring in the yoke again. Parking brake is set here. This is the parking brake. This is actually also the actual brakes in the Spitfire, in the real Spitfire. It doesn't use the rudder pedals to brake. It's actually this lever here. So if I press my toe brakes, you can see it coming in like that. So that's that. And then let's give the wobble pump. So the wobble pump is going to basically extinguish this pressure warning light here, which we need to do before we start the engines. I'll also start the fuel flow here. Should have turned that on earlier, really, but it's on now. That's basically just the fuel tank. And the fuel pressure warning light's actually gone out now. We've started that. So we don't actually need to do the wobble pump, but if that light was on, you could give this a bit of a wobble like so, and it's going to basically give pressure to the fuel tank, and it's going to be all good to go. Then finally, let's just check the temperature outside. So the temperature is 15 degrees. So 15 degrees is going to mean that we'll need to prime the engine. I mean, in the simulator, I don't think this engine primer actually does anything, to be quite honest. And before we actually do that, hang on. Before we do that, let's turn the magnetos on. So magnetos over here, 1 and 2. And we can unlock the engine primer by using the scroll wheel here, which is quite cool. Hey Ian, welcome to the chat, hope you're doing well. Mariner, by all means, mate, by all means, I can put multiplayer on. Can I do that while I'm still in? I don't know if I can actually, I don't know if I've got it on. Multiplayer is on, but I don't know if I actually have it on, if you know what I mean. I don't really do multiplayer much. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. Just get these back to their proper positions because I have just paused the game and it resets all those. What I'll do, Mariner, is we'll do a few traffic patterns and then I'll reset and turn on multiplayer. All right, so it's 15 degrees, so that's going to need about 4 to 7 pumps of the engine primer. So 1, 2. Oh, you guys can't hear the sound, can you? There you go, you guys can hear it now. I didn't realize it was off, my bad. So, yeah, you guys won't have heard this when I did this. I was showing you that, I bet you were like, I can't hear anything, what is he on about? Anyway, you should be able to hear it now. So we'll do the engine primer, 1, 2, 3. Now that I don't think it actually has any effect in the sim at the moment, but it's part of the checklist, nevertheless, and nav lights can go on as well. And finally, I think I've got everything else. Mixture full forwards now, and then we'll go with the boost coil and the starter. Now you're supposed to press these both at the same time. Obviously you can't do that in the sim. I have actually got it bound to some keys, so I can do that, but just to show you guys, you can click in the middle here and just hold it down. So I'll just do this. Woo! There she goes. What a sound. What a sound. Alright, and we've got a little door here that you can open and close, which is quite cool. So we'll close that as we're going to get ready to set off here. Alright, great stuff. Cool. Alright, let's get the head tracking on. So the cool thing about this head tracking is you can actually, you know, you can kind of lean outside like this when you want to approach, so you can kind of see where you're going, or you can sit up a bit and try and see over the nose, because obviously it's quite difficult to see when you want to approach. So that's it. The supercharger here, we're always going to leave that in the auto position, really. I'm not sure the scenario where you would actually put that on MS, which is medium speed, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure about that one. We can lock the engine primer now as well, and let's do this thing. You can turn the radios on here as well, which I suppose you could do, but you guys know I don't really like to use Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC, so alright. Let's do it. Flaps lever is here as well. Release that parking brake and let's do this thing. Scramble enemy aircraft approaching from the southeast. Hopefully not, because I'm not exactly going to be the best pilot to deal with those. Mike, I'm using, it's called Smooth Track. It's an app for the iPhone. Alright, so here we are at Biggin Hill. This is a free scenery. And yeah, we're basically just going to swing ourselves around here. And taxi on up. We're going to taxi on past the, I can't remember what it's called now. There's like a war hangar or something where they've got a Spitfire parked outside it. Haven't checked the guns. Don't have any guns in Microsoft Flight Simulator to check, unfortunately. Yeah, so we're going to taxi on up this way, past this hangar here, and then onto runway 21. Got some setup info for it. Yeah, look at that, we've got a gate gourmet there, and I'm sure they don't see that at Biggin Hill in real life, but hey ho. Yeah, so we want to take a right here, that way. Yeah, I'll try to get a link to it, Mike, just before we take off here. Beautiful looking aircraft this, it's so well modelled. Like, the detail is just absolutely insane. Like, if you look at this thing, all the texture work, everything is just so well modelled, it's actually a bit ridiculous. Alright, so here we are just taxiing past. There's a couple of Spitfires there, as you can see. Hey William, thank you very much for the subscription over on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well and having a fantastic weekend. Welcome to the stream. So this guy's got an extremely long neck, as you can see. He's almost hanging his body out the aircraft. On the page later. Okay, I will do, Mike. Yeah, no worries. But as you guys will see fairly soon, this thing is quite a handful to fly. It can be very, very, very unwieldy on the ground. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of Microsoft Flight Simulator having some quite strong control inputs, or whether it's something, or whether it's just the nature of the plane. I imagine it's just the nature of the plane. So we're going to do a few traffic patterns here at Biggin Hill to begin with. For a bit of fun, bit of practice. And then, yeah, we're going to refuel and head on over to Duxford. Tally-ho! Tally-ho, Simon! How are you doing, sir? Alright, cool. Here we go. Can we go any further than this? Yes, we can. It's so difficult to see in this thing. How do people do it in real life? Maybe they do lean out for, I don't know. I think they taxi in real life. I think they taxi in a bit of like a zigzag like this. So they taxi off to the right like this so they can see where they're going, and then off to the left rather than taxiing in a straight line. So they can see where they're going a bit better. Alright, so a bit of back pressure on the stick here, and coming to a stop. I mean, we've gone past the hold short line there, but let's just come to a nice gentle stop here. This thing does go over on its nose quite easily, so let's just come to a stop there, put the parking brake on, and before takeoff we are going to remove the air filter, which is there. We're also going to set the trim on the rudder here. I'm going to go full right on the rudder trim, and then for the nose trim we're going to go with a little bit of nose down. You can see here you've got a nose trim indication, so we're going to go with a little bit of nose down there. And that's it. Yeah, so as you can see, Biggin Hill is about 520 feet. So we're going to fly to pattern altitude, which would be 1,520, and something that's probably quite easy to overshoot in this aircraft. It's so rapid at climbing, but we'll do our best. Let's just close those little covers there, and yeah, let's do this thing. There's definitely, I'm just warning you guys in advance, there's definitely going to be some blunders here and there, so don't expect me to fly this like a professional Spitfire pilot. It is not an easy thing to fly. Alright, so just going to give it a little bit of back pressure on the runway here, and let's just slowly increase that boost on the supercharger. Does have a tendency to go strongly to the right on takeoff, this thing, so I'm getting ready to put in, sorry, strongly to the left, so I'm getting ready to put in that right rudder. Just picking up that speed very slowly. Releasing that pressure. There we go. Oh, it was all going so well. Oh my god. Well, we're up in the air. That wasn't the most glamorous takeoff in the world. Okie dokie, let's get that gear up. I told you it's tough. I perhaps should have increased the speed a little bit quicker there. Close the canopy. Get that throttle up, and I'm going to just drop the RPMs now as we come up to our pattern altitude, and we can start making that turn. Let's take off that rudder trim. There we go. There's the airfield down there. We are a little bit high for a pattern altitude here, so I am actually going to just pull back the throttle and just see if we can start descending already. Okay, so pulling the throttles all the way back here, I do want to just try and lose quite a bit of speed here as we're going to start turning base fairly soon. I'm going to just extend this out a bit because we are only just approaching the right altitude here. So let's just extend this out. Lose a little bit more altitude, I think. And we definitely need to lose a bit of speed as well. So let's bring the RPMs back a little bit. And I'm going to level out. There we go, speed's coming back. And let's open that canopy as we approach 160 miles per hour. And we'll start turning base. Let's bring the gear down. Bring some of that throttle back. Definitely lost sight of the airfield here. Pretty sure I see it though, yeah, I can see the pappies. So I'm going to try and fly level for a little bit here. Barrel rolls? Yeah, we'll do some barrel rolls, definitely. Alright, here we go. Coming on to base here. Let's get the flaps down. This is going to be a pretty large nose down moment there. So, sorry, nose up when you bring the flaps out. So, giving in a heavy amount of nose down trim here and bringing the power all the way back. Putting the RPMs all the way up. So we're a bit too low obviously on the pappies, but we're not going to pay attention to those for this exercise, at least for the first one or two. To descend too much further here because we are getting rather close to these trees, as you can see. It's so difficult to see. There we go, you can get a nice tiny little view. So I'm bringing that throttle all the way back now. A little bit of left rudder and keep us on the runway there. Oh, there we go. Not too bad though, actually. I think that was okay. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see what the landing rate on that was. 131 feet per minute, not too bad, not the greatest, but not too bad. Did it show on screen for you guys, the landing rate? Alright, let's swing this round and we'll give that another go, shall we? I'm a bit disappointed about how that takeoff went, to be honest, because I thought we had that down. Thought we had that nailed, and it all just went a bit pear-shaped. Is there a taxiway right here on the left? I think there is. Yeah, let's just swing it around here. Not tip it over at the same time. What do you reckon though, guys? What are my piloting skills like in a Spitfire out of 10? I give myself a solid 3. Oh. Let's get them flaps up. Listen to the flap sound as well. It has a nice little clunking sound. Ah, you can't really hear it from the inside. You can hear it from the outside. I do the flaps from here. There you go. Yeah, it is very tough, isn't it, Mariner? It's just hard on the ground, full stop, when you try to gain speed. It's just very, very tough. I'm not sure if it's because of the fact that the Microsoft Flight Simulator SDK doesn't allow for... Like, the tail wheel is basically attached to the rudder in the sim. So I'm not sure if that's affecting the ground control or not. But I believe there's an update coming out for it this week that might improve it. I'm not sure. But because the Microsoft Flight Simulator SDK doesn't allow you to have the tail wheel independent of the rudder, it yeah, I don't know if that affects the ground control. It might do, I'm not sure. I don't know. Alright, let's get that full right rudder trim in again. All the way to the right there. And then swing it around. Slow down a bit first. Okay, let's just hold it there for a second. So we need a bit of nose down. Trim. We've got full right on the rudder trim there. I think that's all we need. Let's try and do a touch and go on this one on the way round. So we'll try and just yeah, get straight back up. All right. Let's do this thing. So parking brake is off. Slight back pressure. I think I need to be a little bit more aggressive with the throttle to begin with. There we go again. Oh, mate. It's... oh my god, I just can't... When it gets going, it just doesn't want to stop on the ground. This is not good. Definite wing strike there. Please stop. I've put the throttle back. We're going to try that again. We're going to try that again. Oh my god. Let's just ignore the fact we're on the grass here and we keep striking the wings. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to get better at it here, so I'm not just trying to rush things for the sake of getting up in the air. I have had some really good takeoffs in this thing, but I just can't seem to do it right now. Is it a Mark 1 Spitfire? No, it's a Mark 9. Alright, let's get that carb. Oh, the carb air filter was on then. Thing is, you can't slam on the brakes in this thing either because it's just going to tip over. How much rudder and left aileron am I using when it starts to yaw and roll to the right? I mean, I'm just kind of like, just trying to give small inputs, just sort of on and off, rather than just giving it loads of rudder. Missed my turning there. Let's just take off from here. I think we should be fine. Be aggressive. Alright, I will give that a try. Alright, let's get that air filter off and let's do it. There we go, that was a bit better. All the way up to 7 boost. Get the gear up. Up to 12. Alright, dropping back on those RPMs as we approach 700 feet above ground level. Do a bit of trim down. And let's get the canopy closed. Those scratches on the window as well. Such good detail. Alright, let's not try and go super high above the pattern altitude again. We've done it again. We're not quite as high this time though, so should be good. try and slow down now. I am a little bit far out here. Okay, speed's coming back. Now turning in a bit. Try and make sure I don't lose the airfield here. Alright, it's 160 miles per hour. Let's get the canopy open and the gear down. We are a bit low again. Some of them RPMs back in. All right. Turning base. A bit low again, but should be able to rectify this. There we go. Two whites, two reds. Oh no. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the pappies here, just use them as a rough guide. But I'm more concerned about my speed, to be honest. Let's get on that center line. There we go. Looking good, not too bad. Coming over the threshold. Power's all the way back. A little bit of left rudder. Floating. There we go. We're bouncing. We're kind of half on the runway as well, but on the brakes. Oh no, we're gonna hit the ILS. Oh dear, I floated for way too long there. That wasn't the best, was it? I mean, the touchdown wasn't actually that bad. Look at all these trees. We're right in them here, aren't we? Let's get into this little clearing. I would love to see that back, actually, on the flight recorder. I need to get the recorder on. Okay, cool. So let's we're going to do a couple more traffic patterns, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head back to the main menu real quick and just turn multiplayer on so Mariner can join us momentarily. Thanks for having faith in me there, Paul. I mean, it's a learning experience. It's not exactly an easy aircraft to fly and land. So, yeah, dude, come and have a go. But yeah, it's not easy. But I enjoy the challenge. I mean, that's why I like it, because it's not easy. You know, if it was just like a Cessna 152 or, you know, anything like that, then, you know, I mean, they're not like the hardest planes to land in the world, are they? But, you know, this is just a whole different ball game, isn't it? Okay, so world map, and we'll just start on the runway so we can get into another pattern straight away. We'll get that fuel on full. And flight conditions, we can leave at that. We'll turn all players on, so if any of you want to join, by all means, get involved. Give ourselves a bit of a headwind here at Biggin Hill, 210. All right. Let's do it. So maybe I'll do a couple more traffic patterns, and then we're going to head off to Duxford. I do want to try and get a couple of good takeoffs and landings in before I can actually before we do the trip. David, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. All right, here we are in the clouds. All right, there we go. So we've got, you can see the name tags of all the people loading in on multiplayer. Cool. Okay, obviously we're in London, so it's pretty busy. All right, let's just come down here and turn these lights on. A little bit fiddly. There we go. Altimeter is set, and that is okay. Fuel is full. Obviously, the engine's already on, so we don't need to worry too much about that. We'll just get our compass all set up. Not that we're going to be using it too much, but why not just get into the habit of it? Let's lock that in place. So heading, I mean, I suppose this is what I was talking about earlier on, how it doesn't seem to always give you the right heading, despite, yeah, I don't know if it comes alive when you get in the air or what, but anyway, props forward, mixtures forward, carb air filter is off. Fuel boost pump can come on. We'll get that right rudder all the way in. There we go. Let's get some nose down trim. In fact, I'm going to try it with a neutral trim. I think it's recommended either or. So I'm going to try it with a neutral trim and see if that's any better. And then we're all good to go pretty much. So let's just open that canopy. And just parking brake is in. We'll get that off, and here we go. There we go. Wasn't too bad. I think we almost struck one of the wings there for a second, but that wasn't too bad. Get that gear up. Bringing the RPMs down. around 60 miles per hour. Let's close the canopy. And let's turn in to our traffic button. Get a bit of a tighter turn going here. Alright, let's start bringing back power as we come on to our downwind leg. You're just taking off now, Mariner. Awesome, dude. I don't see you down there at the airfield. Okay, we just gained a ton of we just gained a ton of altitude because I wasn't looking. It's so easy to climb in this thing. Constantly having to try and trim it out. It's just it's very fickle to kind of try and fly on a level. On level flying. Okie dokie, speed's coming back. Let's turn base. Let's get that canopy open and gear down. Pretty wide out here, but should be fine because we're a bit higher, so this is feeling a lot better. And you know what? I think the last landing I didn't actually put the flaps down, so that might have been also why it was so uncontrollable on the landing. Yeah, this is a much better circuit than previous. We get the RPMs back in as we will want to put in quite a bit of power once we get these flaps out. Let's see if I can get the flight recorder on so we can watch a couple of these back. Ah, is it going to open? There we go. Okay, we're still good. Alright, let's get those flaps out now. Alright, we're looking good. Looking good. 3000 RPM on the prop. +2 boost. I think on the descent you should be on a bit of a lower boost setting than this, but I feel like the figures in the pilot's notes don't exactly match up to in sim at the moment when you've got the flaps out. I will just double check the server, Mariner, once I've landed here. Oh, there you are. I see you. There you go. Just to my left. All right, here we go, guys. Imagine sticking your head out of the Spitfire, going in for a landing like this. We're going a bit off the centre line now. Let's do a bit trim down. Coming back on that power all the way. Slowly. Floating. Just try to keep it from tipping. There we go. Oh my god, please. Are you on all the wheels? Yes, you are. That was better. That was better. Beautiful. Alright, let's just pull off the runway and we can watch that back. Oh, there he is. There's Mariner. Are you in the Spitfire as well? I think he is, isn't he? Oh. Oh. Can't see him. Alright, let's pull off the side here and see how that looked. That was much... it was a better landing, but it wasn't perfect. Obviously, we bounced a little bit there. Alright, let's just come to a stop here and then we'll check out the replay. I'm interested to see how that looked. Alright, let's just stop the face tracking. Alright, here we are. We are on a replay now. There you go, you can see the flaps coming down there. Let's watch it come in from the outside. I guess the canopy was open to provide better visibility. Yeah, probably. Can you record your flights? Yeah, we just done one there. So let's have a look. Just imagine kids in the 20s being chucked into a Spitfire for a few hours and then going into combat. Yeah, I know, it's absolutely wild. Oh look, we've got, got someone else there as well in a Spitfire. Very cool. Is that one of you guys in the chat? What are you flying in? What is the name of it? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm flying a Spitfire Mark 9. Dano Gaming, welcome to the chat. Would love to play this game, but it looks so hard. I mean, yeah, it is quite hard. You can turn on a few assists that are helpful for when you get started, but there's quite a bit to learn, to be honest. Is there Harvard available to train before the spit? Hang on one sec. Let's just see this. Let's just see this landing. I definitely bounced, and a little float there. I feel like it. Oh, there we go, there's the bounce. 2 bounces. And then we're on 1 wheel. So, I mean, it wasn't the worst bounce in the world. I didn't go on forever like a bouncy ball, but... Look at that. Oh my god. The thing is with this as well is that, like, the landing gear is so narrow as well. That probably doesn't help its cause in the slightest. Recording 4K, I can't record in 4K unfortunately. I'm not fancy enough to have a monitor like that. Hey, here he is. Here he is. Alright, I think we'll do one or two more traffic patterns. and then we'll head off on over to Duxford. Okay then, let's stop that replay and let's get going again. Alright, so we'll get that air filter on whilst we're on the ground here. Get the flaps up. Gotta see where I'm going. Hey Mike, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Welcome to the stream. Lorne as well, thank you very much for the follow. Childim Sherpa, thank you very much for the follow as well. Hope we're all doing well and having a fantastic Sunday. Welcome to the stream. Conleth, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll catch you soon. Yeah, take it easy. So David said, is there a Harvard available to train with before the Spitfire? I'm not sure what you mean there, David. Yeah, it's amazing aircraft, isn't it, Mariner? It's so difficult, to be honest, to do it smoothly. Harvard aircraft was a two-seat trainer. Gary Newman owns one. Ah, I did not know that. I did not know that. We've got Mariner up there and HBPWD. The pilot started with the America Harvard as the tail drag trainer before moving on to the Spitfire. Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't think there is one available. I don't think there is one at the moment. No, I don't think there is one, unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, I suppose you're not losing out on too much, even if you do train in this one. Let's see, carb air filter off. Alright, here we go again, guys. Alright, let's try a bit more of an aggressive takeoff this time. This could go terribly wrong. take it. I'll take it. I didn't even put the rudder trim in that time, did I? Gear up. I didn't do any trimming. I didn't trim anything. Unless have I still got the trim in? I think I still had the trim in, to be honest. Let's bring those RPMs back. Start to trim the nose down. And let's turn on to the downwind leg. We are going a bit slow, so let's just increase the boost a bit. Close the canopy. A much tighter circuit, this one. Hey! Alright, let's bring some more power back without losing that speed. Got people flying all over the place. Amazing. Alright, so coming up to a 160. Let's open the canopy. And we're a bit high on this one. Let's get the gear down. I'm going to pull the throttles right back here. We're definitely too high here. Oh, I was reading chat and now I've lost a load of altitude, but it's fine. We're way too fast. Let's see if we can burn off some of that speed super rapidly here. Probably not going to work, is it? We can just get below 160, we can get those flaps out. There we go. Might just be able to wrangle this here, a little bit of a late touchdown, but oh, that's going to be a hard one. Definitely bouncing there. Not as bad as I thought it would be, to be fair. Only bounced once. Alright, let's go again. Flaps are still out. Let's get those in. Oh, that was not a good idea. Should have got a bit higher before I did that. Alright, gear up. This thing is a real machine though, isn't it? Like, it climbs so well. It's crazy. It's such a handful to fly though, like it's so difficult to actually look at chat while I'm doing this, so apologies guys if I'm missing any messages. Alright, let's record this one. I've got a good feeling about this one. Oh, definitely a bit low. $160. Gear down. All right, we're looking good, guys. Let's get those flaps out. Try to lower that descent rate a bit. Hey, look at that. That's great. Love it. Oh, it even shows he's got his flaps out and everything. That is so cool. We're getting a bit slower here. That was pretty solid. That was probably the best one I've done yet. I don't think we bounced at all there. I'm gonna take that. Flaps, we already had them down. I don't know at what point you actually said that, to be fair. So, but yeah, we've got the flaps. Yeah, you can actually see there's a little flaps indicator just here. Actually, this is basically the indicator to say the flaps are up. Obviously, you can't see them from the top of the wing. Very cool. All right, let's get that filter on. And yeah, we're just going to let's just pull off here. Don't think it matters too much if we park it on the grass. Let's have a look at that again. But yeah, we'll go get refueled after we watch the replay and watch it back. Live weather in time is incredible. I'll have to, yeah, we'll check it out in a sec. Alright, here we go. So I started the recording a bit earlier this time, so we're kind of all the way from the downwind leg. Look at these two ready for a landing. That's so cool. Alright, I tell you what I want to try and do. Let's see if we can just go over this way. Watch Mariner coming in for a landing. There we go, absolutely butters it. You can hear my flaps coming out from all the way over here. Where have I gone? I've lost me. There we are. Alright. There we are. Why is it doing that? It doesn't want to... It doesn't want to focus on my plane for some reason. I think it's getting distracted and it's looking at other planes. Oh, we'll just do this because I am not sure how to do that. Alright, here we go. I didn't knock out any of the landing lights, even though I was quite low at that point. Let's see. Oh, there we go. The beautiful three-pointer. Oh, yes. That was probably... That's got to be my best landing I've done so far in this aircraft. That's definitely a re-watch. The ailerons moving and everything. I love how it records all of this data on the replay. A little bit of a wobble off the right landing gear there, but that wasn't too bad at all. Let's see, have we got any other angles that that'd be good to watch the replay back from? Maybe this one. Nice. A little bit of a like falling off to the left a little bit there, but see what we could do is we could even just make our own camera angle here. So if we come back like this. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Bit of that and see what this one looks like. Yeah, Mariner, it's I mean it's free, it's definitely worth giving a try. Great. Oh, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Not perfect, but what are you gonna do? Alright, there we go. Let's I mean, we're full on fuel pretty much still. We've still got loads of fuel. Yeah, so we might as well just continue as we are. Alright, let's go back to the end where we ended up on the grass here. Great stuff. Okay, so we've got our flaps up. We've got our carb air filter on, and yeah, we're looking pretty good. I don't think we need to refuel, like I say. Mariner said to try live weather. Let's see what it looks like. So, oh, okay, it's getting a bit dark for VFR. Oh, it looks like it's cleared up outside now. Fantastic. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay, it's quite cloudy. Yeah, let's go back to what we had it at. Let's change it to like early morning, and we'll get that wind back in. I'll do it. Alright, cool, let's do it. Let's go to Duxford then. So let's taxi on back round to runway 21. Doesn't look like that on mine. Oh, using Unreal Weather. Ah, okay, that's probably why, yeah. So the carb air filter mic, I think it's just primarily to stop basically just, you know, bits of debris from getting sucked up into the engine while you're taxiing around on the ground. It's pretty dark in this thing, isn't it? And it's not super bright outside. Let's get back on this taxiway anyway. Alright, so we're going to take off runway 21. If anyone else is joining along, Mariner, if you're coming along for the ride, we're going to take off runway 21 and then head up north towards London. Probably head over and fly over Canary Wharf, and then we're going to follow the M11 all the way up to Duxford. I think I'm going to overfly Duxford, and we'll do a traffic pattern there and come in for a landing. I think that's probably the best way. Oh, I thought there was a taxiway in front of us there. There is not. So nifty being able to just look outside like this. Although I have to say it's still not really helping my cause that much. It's so difficult to see without going outside view like this. It's extremely difficult to see where the hell you are going. Alright then guys, let's do this thing. Get that full right rudder trim in, I completely forgot about that almost. There we go, nice and smooth. Alright, let's get that gear up. Let's bring back that rudder trim. We're going to climb up to... I'm not actually sure what we're going to climb up to. Let's take a nice right turn here though, because we've been going left every time so far. So let's take a right turn here. Let's crank up that boost to +7. And yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at the charts. Accelerate a bit here. And there's London in front of us, just out that right window you can see it, all the buildings. Let's give it a bit more boost. There we go. So I believe 170 miles per hour is the cruising speed of this thing. Well, it's the most fuel efficient. Not that we need to worry about that too much in a simulator, but it's always nice to... Oh! I've popped out the top there. It's always nice to try and emulate some real-world procedures. So I think maybe if we go to 4,500 feet... I don't know actually, maybe we go a bit lower. Maybe we say, because we're going to be flying kind of above the clouds here, so it would be nice to get a nice little flyover of London. Alright, let's just dive a bit. There we go. Let's just lose a bit of altitude here, and we can have a quick fly over London. Where are my notes here? The max continuous thrust in this is +7 boost, 2650 on the RPMs. And then the max climbing is 2850 and +12. So we'll give that a try after we've overflown London here. See what that looks like, see how quickly it can climb. Just drop the RPMs a little bit further and get a bit more of a descent going here. As we approaching Canary Wharf. I have to try and remember our routing now. Here we are, flying over Canary Wharf. Love to see it. Got London City back there, Millennium Dome off to the right. London City Airport, just there. See how it looks like in the cockpit. It's so stuttery around here, it's crazy. Okay, that's enough of that. I need to get away from here, it's absolutely killing my frames. Alright, so what was it? +12 on the boost and 2850 on the RPMs. For best climb performance. 2850 +12, yeah. There we go. And we could probably trim it up a bit further as well for probably about 170 in the climb. And this thing is just going to climb like crazy. Let's make sure we spot the M11 before we get too far away from it. M11 should be one of these two roads to our left and right here. So this one to the right. Below us here. Kind of difficult to see in these lighting conditions. Well, I may be wrong. Alright, it might actually be better. I'm just looking at a map here. Probably going to be easier to follow this river along the left here. Wait, where's the river gone? Okay. So it's like a collection of reservoirs here. Oh, there's the river. Look at this lighting though. Look how nice this looks. It's ridiculous. Well, we're going in roughly the right direction anyway. See if we can get a bit more of a climb going on. I want to get this thing up to 10,000 feet and I want to try and do a bit of a spin, like a stall spin. This climb rate though, it just absolutely just flies up. It's so good. Yeah, we've got Mariner behind us. Can't even look that far behind me without. Oh, let's see him. Alright, there we go, approaching at 10,000 feet here. I'm definitely going to lose a visual cues from this high up. There's a motorway down there. Alright, there we go, 10,000 feet. Let's try this. So I'm just going to, I think I'll turn the face tracking off just for this, and let's just pitch up like this and bring the power back. There we go, it's going. Woohoo! There we go. There she goes. Let's give that another try. See if we can do a bit more of a graceful spin. Uh-oh. We've got a warning. There we go. I think that's Stansted right below us there. No, it's not actually. I'm not gonna lie guys, I am potentially a little bit lost here. Let's see if we can do that again. Right, just holding it back and... Whoa! That looks crazy from the outside, doesn't it? let's just try one more. I'm going to bring all the RPMs all the way back for this one. Don't want to do it. It don't want to do it, does it? It's very easy to recover from in this thing. There she goes. I think our first one was... Oh, I think our first one was the best one, wasn't it, really? Alright, anyway, let's see if we can get ourselves reacquainted on this journey. We're definitely going in the wrong direction, but if we can just spin around, maybe I can try and identify what this airport is and we can get back on our way. I was trying to turn with my head then. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, let's carry on anyway. We've got a motorway below us, which may or may not be the right one. But nevertheless, I'm going to just check out the maps whilst we get underway. When we get underway here, and just try and reacquaint myself. We want to lose a bit more altitude than that. Let's get down to about 4,500, something like that. Problem is, there's this low kind of bank of clouds that I want to kind of avoid, really. It's ruining my visibility. Oh, that's North Weald Airport, I believe. So we're on the right, yeah, we're on the right path. This is the M11 below us. Alright, that's reassuring then. I didn't get completely lost there. Have I ever played Fly Aces High? No, I haven't. No, never. I've never heard of it, to be honest. Hey, Franz, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Catch up with some other notifications as well while we're here. So we've got Vahoy, thank you very much for the follow. Abdullahi, thank you very much. Peter, Mike, and Lorne, thank you very much. I hope you're all doing well. And I think I got everyone, didn't I? I might have thanked some people twice there, but there you go. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and having a fantastic week. Welcome. All right. So, I believe then this should be London Stansted coming up on our right here. Alright, we're getting a little bit low now. Every time I scratch my nose, it sends the camera wild. Sorry about that. Alright, let's just pause the face tracking for a minute. And let's just have a quick look around here. Yeah, so here's the London Stansted. Oh, look at that. There's a plane like on departure, just showing up in the satellite imagery there. There we are. We're going to follow this, the M11 up a bit further. Yeah, we'll be in Duxford in not that long really, it's not too far. Alright, let's level off. 2,500 feet is probably going to be good. Let's bring back the RPMs a bit. Sure we don't lose the M11 right below us, so it's difficult to see. Bringing back both the RPM and the boost here to just try and slow us down a bit. Let's get a bit more of an efficient cruise going on. Beautiful sunset, sunrise, sorry. Looking very nice in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Great play, much different to your usual streams. I did enjoy your captain's announcements. I'm glad you did, mate. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's just something a bit different. I think this is quite a nice one because it's a very challenging plane to fly, and it's kind of what I like really. I like a bit of a challenge. Ah, now we can see the M11 much better. There it is. Oh, it's probably a little bit dangerous doing it so close to the ground, but when in Rome. When in Rome. Hey Charlotte, welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Alright, let's make sure I don't lose sight of where we're going here. I think that is actually Duxford in front of us, where you can see Mr. Flying Mr. Bump. I believe that is actually Duxford. So let's start bringing back our power. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, thanks for asking, Charlotte. Okie dokie, yeah, I believe this is actually Duxford. I can tell because of that that curved hangar there. And I think this is a runway we want actually. So we'll just overfly and do a bit of a traffic pattern. Yeah, that's 24 left. So we'll just go into a traffic pattern and get this thing down, or attempt to anyway. Oops. Bumped about a little bit by this wind. We're probably a little bit low for a traffic pattern, but I'm still just gonna just try and keep this this elevation here. Okie dokie. Alright, we've got a lot of that power back now, so sorry, a lot of that speed back. Actually descending a bit more than I'd like to. However, let's get that canopy open now and the gear down. Every time I let go of my stick, I lose like a few hundred feet. It's kind of crazy. Alright, let's get those flaps down. And get it trimmed down. And let's turn base. Oh dear, we're very tight here. It's going to be a very aggressive turn. Oh, this is going to be tough. I feel like I'm quite high here. This is good though, I can see over the nose because it's quite a sharp descent angle. Got a little bit of wind from our right here, so I'm just trying to compensate. Oh, definitely bounced there. Not too shabby though. I'll take that. Not too shabby. I can't believe it's not butter. But yeah, Charlotte, yeah, it's a lot of fun this. It's a lot of fun. It's such an iconic plane. It's also, I mean, in my opinion, it's one of the best looking planes I think ever to have existed, I think. It's just such a nice looking aircraft. Thank you very much, guys. I'm glad you thought it was decent. There was definitely a bit of a bounce there, but I think we only bounced once, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Alright, let's get those flaps up. We'll get the... Oh, we left the carb air filter on. Probably should have turned that off. Never mind. Didn't really seem to affect our performance too much, did it? Alright, let's just taxi this in and park it up, and we're going to watch the replay of that, and then we shall continue on. They've got the Imperial War Museum, I believe, at Duxford. Definitely going way too quick for the ground here. It's going to get a bit hairy, I think. Oh, a few airliners parked up there. I think that's a museum right there. What are those airliners doing right there? Let's just park up here, I think. Where are we going? Took quite a bit to slow down there because of the excessive speed. Don't worry about it though, just doing a little casual ring around the grass there. Alright, let's get parked up here. British Looney, welcome to the chat, hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well, thank you. Yeah, thanks for asking, hope you're doing well. More Hurricanes and Spitfires. Yeah, potentially, yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know too much about warbirds, to be honest with you. I'm not much of an expert on the subject. But I do enjoy a good Spitfire. Can you get a Vulcan bomber? That is a good question. I don't think you can. At the moment, at least. Alright, let's have a look at the replay then. Yeah, Charlotte, there's sort of a crude replay feature. Gear just coming down there. But it's not, I mean, it's like a third-party tool. It's called Flight Recorder. There's a couple of tools actually, and one payware. But I mean, it works pretty well. Not so well with the airliners, but it does work nevertheless. Here's that super sharp bank that we had to turn on to final there. Where's the gear view? There we go. Do I fly with anyone? I mean, not regularly, no, I wouldn't say. Let's have a look at this landing. Floating a little bit there, and down, a little bounce, and then down, and sticking it. Yeah, nice. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I think I was a little bit late on releasing the throttle there. We have a look in the replay again. We go into the cockpit. Let's have a look. See, my throttle is still a little bit in there. Let's see when I take it out. Okay, so I've dropped it all the way there. So yeah, I suppose it wasn't really that late. I suppose I was just. I love seeing the control column as well on the replay. That's very interesting to watch. Because you don't normally see it, do you, when you're obviously flying on your own. A lot of my family are in or have been in aviation. Yeah, I think you mentioned last time you were in the chat, I think, Charlie. If it's you that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I remember you saying. You're from Canada, right? How did I get the Spitfire? I got it. It's a payware add-on that you can get from. It's by a company called FlyingIron Simulations. If you just Google FlyingIron Spitfire, then you should find it relatively easily. It's about £15. Sorry, £20 in British pounds. But yeah, obviously it's online purchase, so buy it in whatever currency you want. But yeah, it costs money, but it's clearly a labor of love. Just look at this thing. Insane. Like look even in the landing gear bay here, you've got like all these scuff marks and other various, oil marks and whatnot, rubber marks. Like the attention to detail on this thing is insane. Like look at the texturing on the just everywhere. Like it just looks just Brilliantly done. Guy in a freaking private jet just zooming about there. Is that CRJ even? Would be nice to have a mosquito. I'm not actually sure what a mosquito is, I'm not going to lie. Off the top of my head. Alright, I think that's enough replay. Oh, there's a bus there now. Okay. Okay, right then, so we're at Duxford. Let's just move away from this this bus here, because this is a little bit triggering. Oh, okay, he must have heard us. He must have heard us. Okay, what was he doing? Okay, just do one, mate. Do one. Alright, cool. So, I tell you what we're going to do is, I'm just going to shut it down here. I'm just going to have a quick stretch and get a drink, and then we're going to continue. So let's just shut it down, bring the mixture all the way back. And there we go, let's get the fuel off. Boost pump off as well, if I can get there. I can't actually click that at all. There we go. Alright. Cool, I think we're good, so let's turn the magnetos off as well. And I'm just going to leave it like that for a moment. We'll turn that battery off as well. Cool, okay. I'll leave you with the sights of Duxford. If I find a good camera angle here. Another player here as well. Awesome. Right, I will be back in a couple of moments, guys. I'm just going to go grab a drink and grab a well, just stretch. What the hell? Yeah, what is up with everyone on the bus? That is very rude, isn't it? Right. Is my face tracking still working? Did it go off? Oh no, it's still working. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what this bus is doing, guys. It keeps wanting to park like right in our spot. All right, welcome Ramsey. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. A wooden twin engine is the Mosquito. Yeah, that sounds very cool. Sounds like my kind of aircraft. All right, let's turn that music back down and listen to this thing powering up. Ramsey, thank you very much for the 200 stars, dude. Very generous as always. Thank you very much, man. All right, let me just try and reacquaint myself with the next part of the route. So you guys may remember. So we're gonna take off to, well, we're gonna take off same runway we landed on, so runway 24, which is gonna take us out this way, and we'll pick up the A505, take a left onto the A10. Oh, there's another aircraft here. Oh, it's this guy. Metal Boot. Welcome. Is that one of you guys by any chance? But anyway, like I said, we're going to take off runway 24, take off down yonder. We're going to follow the A10 all the way down towards London. And we're going to pick up the M25 at Waltham Cross. And then follow the M25 all the way out and round and in towards Northolt. So we'll probably follow the M25 and then we'll have to look out for Heathrow and then take a left to the east in towards Northolt. We'll again do a traffic pattern. This will probably be quite nice because we can join the traffic pattern at this side and it'll be much shorter then, so we can join and come round and in. So that should be good. Okay, cool. Let's put that over here. We'll put it over here actually. Tobias, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Dude, I think it's my internet and not being directly connected to my hard drive. FES goes to shit after an hour of playing. And good. Just got done streaming yourself. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it could be because obviously it's having to stream in a lot of data. But I'm not sure why that would affect your FPS. But I mean it could do. It might be lagging behind and then loading a lot of scenery at once. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm wired up though, so I've never really experienced any of that. Alright, there's a few people here. I wasn't expecting to see anyone here at Duxford, but that's pretty cool. I might fly with multiplayer on a bit more often. This is quite cool, to be honest with you. Alright, let's get this thing powered up. I don't think we need to refuel. We've still got a full tank on the bottom, so let's get this thing started. Let's get the air screw up to full throttle, an inch forwards. Carb filter is open already. Let's not turn the parking brake off. Let's get the fuel pump on. We'll get the boost pumps on as well, if I can find the click spot. It's so difficult to press this switch. There we go. Just got to get our head on the seat, that's all. So fuel boost pump, magnetos, and the fuel pressure warning light is not on, so we don't need to worry about that. We're not really using this compass, are we, to be honest? It's so difficult to see that compass when you sat here. It's not really that useful, is it, to be honest? And you can't see the numbers, that's for sure. This one works fine. Alright, cool. Let's get the engine primer and let's give it a little bit of a pump. So give it about 5 or 6 pumps to... Let's get it started up. Hello? Oh. Mixture control to rich. Nothing's happening. Huh. I mean, at the very least, it should start the prop spinning. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I haven't turned the battery on, have I? That's smart. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Let's try and took my keys. If you do, I'll fly with you as long as I'm home. I'm not sure that's in response to Ramsey. Oh, to the multiplayer. Yeah, mate, that sounds good, man. Sounds good. Alright. There we go. How good does that engine sound? It's just brilliant. Love it. Have we still got a friend here? We do. Beautiful. Alright, let's release that parking brake. And get... Wait, is that an airliner landing here? Okay, no, it's not. Thought I saw a A320 coming in there. Alright, let's do this thing. I think this taxiway is on a little bit of a slope. Get that tracking back on. I think Metal Boot must be one of you guys, right? A narrow taxiway, I think, this one. Look at this scenery though, this is quite nice. This is freeware Duxford. Pretty cool actually. Quite a nice amount of detail. These hangars look pretty cool though. Very well modelled. New aircraft over here. Looks like a TBM or something. Oh my god, the bus. Oh, the bus, please. Leave me alone. Okay, there we go. He must have heard me. Go on your bike. Laddie. Oh, that guy's coming in quick. Alright. Where is the... Oh, it's down this taxiway, isn't it? Look at this though. This is pretty dope freeware. Actually. Big fan. Can you join? Yeah, by all means, go for it. Yeah, we're on the... what server are we on again? Let's check. We're on West Europe server. Sorry about that, if that guy's taxiing behind us. Just pressed escape and it must have just totally thrown him off there. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We're going to have a bit of wind coming from our right here, I believe. Here we are, runway 24. Let's do this thing. Oh, we need the filter off. Didn't give it any rudder trim, but we can do that now. There we go, not too bad. Gear up. Get that boost all the way up to 12. Get that canopy closed. Where are we? So I'm pretty sure we haven't got to the A10, was it? Just yet. Can't see any major roads out of the windows. Ramsey, take it easy, buddy. Good to see you as always. Thank you very much for the stars and for the additional 100. Absolute legend. So generous as always. Alright, let's start to slow this climb off a bit here. Wow. This is looking absolutely stunning here. Let me pick up that road, I'm just trying to see it. Oh, we're going into the clouds here, that's not what we want. Maybe try for about 2,500 feet, I think. It's so cool once you get the hang of using this head tracker a little bit. Is this the A10 here on our left? Could be. Let's go for it. I should have really put in more more visual clues on our route. You can tell I don't fly VFR too much. But I think this must be the A10 right here. Let's try and reduce the altitude a bit so we're not in the clouds. We are descending like crazy here, so like 280 miles an hour. I'm in the UK, yes I am, yeah. If you join the, what was it, West Europe server, and then you have a look around, we've just left Duxford. So if you type in Duxford and then have a look around for my my little green pin, you should be able to spawn like right on top of me. Alright, I think this must be the A10 right here. Looks like it. Looks like an A road. Make sure I don't lose it here. Let's get a bit off to the side. I can actually see it. Ah yeah, it looks like we're going the right way. It's joining into this river. we go, 2,500 feet. Set cruise power. Alright, great stuff. Yusuf, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Pretty stunning scenes here in the south of England. Very flat, but nevertheless very beautiful. We are getting a bit low here. I feel like I've lost the A10, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there it is. When in doubt, just look straight below you. Yusuf, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. It's probably be a good idea to close these. Alright, so that should be the A10 just down to our right. Down there. So difficult to see in this cockpit. Might be a bit easier, to be honest. I mean, this head tracking, I mean, it's great, but sometimes I feel like it can be a bit restricting to see what you're looking at, because you obviously have to hold your head in one place, and it's a bit awkward sometimes. Sometimes it's quite nice just to move the mouse and just look like that. A little bit cheating using the outside view for VFR, but hey ho. Oh no, there's two roads here. Which one? I'm pretty sure it's this. What's my heading? 2-1. I feel like we need to be a bit further south before we join the M25. Where are you going, to Gatwick? No, we're not. We're going to RAF Norfolk. Oh, this thing really gets out of trim real quick, doesn't it? Is this the M25 here, this road up this way? I think it could be. Yeah, I think it is. Look at that. sure if any of you guys out there are actually doing a lot of VFR flying. You're probably cringing at my terrible, terrible VFR flight plan etiquette. I'm not using any real landmarks. I'm just using the motorways and just doing it by feeling. There we go. That's definitely the M25 down there, 100%. Gotta be. Gotta be. What's my name in game? It's the same as my channel name, Bobby Fuzzy. Welcome, John, to the chat. Hope you're doing well. This is a Mark 9 Spitfire, actually. And I can't seem to keep it freaking level. Hey, David, thank you very much for the 250 stars in total. Absolute gent. Thank you very much. Very, very kind. Alright, let's have a look at the pilot's nose real quick and just see what the recommended speed is for cruise, the recommended power settings, because this is a little bit all over the place at the moment. So 170 miles per hour, 7 boost, so I'm on 7 boost. We could definitely do with losing a bit more speed, so let's pull the RPMs right back. We are at low altitude, to be fair, so it is going to have quite good performance. Pull that boost back a bit as well, because we don't want to bring the RPMs below 1800. Alright, yeah, so that's definitely still the M25, we're still following it. See if we can get 170 miles per hour and somewhere around this kind of power setting. Yeah, so at the moment, if you wanted to join British Looney, we're probably somewhere northwest of London now. We're basically following the M25. That's, you know, I mean, you won't be able to see the M25 on the world map, but I'll tell you where we could be close to. Getting rocked a bit by this wind. We might be near Plaistows Airport, or actually going to come quite close to Bovingdon VOR as well, if you want to use that as a spawning point, or Elstree. In fact, Elstree I think is just over there, just judging by the look of those reservoirs on the map here. Elstree I think is just behind. What's our heading at the moment? 2-4. We're looking good. I think we're actually about to overfly a little airfield somewhere around here. Not sure what it's called though, unfortunately. Right, I might be getting a bit confused here with which road we're supposed to be following. Okay, we're definitely not going that way because that's in towards London. We want to be going this way, really. Ah, there's a golf course down there. Beautiful. Love to see it. Don't play it, but... Alright, this must be the M25 here. Can't find me on the map. Well, maybe it might be good to just join us at the next leg. We're nearly there now anyway. It's Northolt Echo Golf Whiskey Uniform. Yeah, we're nearly there anyway. We should be able to. So looking at the map, we want to be turning it in after these sort of... Well, it's like a river that's broken, it's dropped in level, hasn't it? Not quite sure. But yeah, we want to be going, we should be meeting the, what is it, the M6? Somewhere just after there. A40, sorry, A40. Yeah, see, I'm getting my my visual clues going. I'm not a terrible VFR pilot. Definitely getting gusted a little bit by this wind. Probably bring our boost down a bit further actually. We're still going quite quick. It's so nice going an outside view. I just feel free again. It feels so like confining in this cockpit because the visibility is so bad really, isn't it? It's not that great. You see me, fantastic stuff, awesome. I will see you very shortly then. Oh, look at that little tiny airstrip there. Wait, that could be, is that where we're going? No, surely not. Okay, so this must be the A10 right here. Look at that intersection. Very cool to look at from above. That's actually a screenshot right there. I'm just going to pause the sim for a second. If I can get on the right mode. There we go. Alright, let me just get this. Oh, the controls are all inverted, it's well confusing. Bear with me. Pretty cool shot though, right? I want to try and get the Spitfire just so it's not covering the road really. I kind of want it to be in the middle of the shot. It looks like an infinity sign, doesn't it? That's very cool. I'll give it a twizzle round. Where's the old speed options here? Let's just speed this up a bit. There we go. I haven't gone past the airport yet, no. I'm actually just paused because I'm just taking a screenshot. So I'll just be a second, dude. There we go. Right. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That's a bit better. Oh, the controls are all inverted because I'm freaking looking straight down. What if I put the plane right in the middle of the junction? Well, of the, it's like a bridge going over the A10, isn't it? I think. Hey up! You have to forgive me, guys, for this terrible camera work because it's extremely disorienting having things all over the place like this when you're looking down. Okay, let's go up a bit higher and then zoom in. No, I don't like that. Let's go lower. Lower. Then that's kind of cool. That works. I'm just going to try a quick spin here. Hey, thank you, David. I'm glad you think so. It's quite a nice spot, that I think. Oh my god, it's so disorienting. I don't think you guys will be able to realise my pain right now trying to get this. There we go. That's quite good as well. All right, let's get back on with it. Thanks for bearing with me there, guys. Alright, where are we going now? We should be heading westbound. Sorry, eastbound. Which is going to be... Which road is it now? I'm a little bit confused. Let me just do a little spin around and just reorient myself. Is there a difference between a motorway and a carriageway? Yes. Yeah, I mean in the UK, a motorway is like a highway, isn't it? So it has a different sort of set of rules than what a normal carriageway would do. But I mean, which way did we come from? So these are the rivers, we're going down this way, so yeah, we want to follow in that way. Right, got it, okay. Got there in the end. Yeah, I'm probably not the best to ask on exact terminology, but I mean, I suppose you could call a motorway 2 carriageways. Because there's obviously 2 different sides to it, and yeah, I suppose you could call it that. So I suppose in that respect there isn't any difference. Right, let's get this back under control. We're losing a bit of altitude here, we're very low. But basically all we want to do now is we just want to follow this, oh, we're getting gusted by this wind quite a lot. Yeah, basically just want to follow this road eastbound, and then the RAF Norfolk should just basically be right on the northern side of this road. Oh, there's Heathrow in front of us. So we've gone too far. I think I followed the wrong road actually. But nevertheless, I know Heathrow is to the southwest of where we need to be, so we can just turn left this way, up to the north. Yeah, I think I followed the wrong road just then somehow. I'm not exactly sure how I managed that, but there you go. This aircraft's still in service or expired. I think that, yeah, I mean there's still some in service, yeah, for sure. Obviously they're not used in the military anymore, but or the army. But there's still some in service. They use them for, you know, air shows and whatnot. Alright, so we want to go a heading of what? About 20 to 30 degrees from Heathrow. So somewhere around there. And we should come to RAF Norfolk there it is. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's get slowed down and enter the traffic pattern. We are quite low, but yeah, it's going to be quite a tight turn onto final here. Let's get that head tracking back on now. Alright, so what's our speed saying? 180 miles an hour. Let's trim out level and see if we can get some of that speed off. We'll get the RPMs back a bit. There we go. 160 miles per hour. Let's get the canopy open and the gear down. Let's turn final. We are definitely a bit low here, but if we just fly it level for a bit, it'll be a big issue. Let's get the prop control all the way to full and go ahead and get that flaps out. Oh, I forgot to record. There we go, we'll have a recording from here. There we go, 110 miles per hour, getting lined up on the centre line. Can't see it. There we are. Okay, we're looking a bit too high now, but that's actually quite helpful so I can see the runway. Don't want to get too low here, there is a lot of buildings. Looks like there's an aircraft just at the end of the runway there. 110 miles an hour, let's get the throttle back. Oh, I stuck it. Beautiful. Oh my god, that was nice. Oh, don't tip over. Whew. Hey, British Looney, thank you very much for following on Twitch. Much appreciated, dude. Welcome. What's your name in game? In game, I'll have to look out for you. That was pretty solid landing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take that. James Ryan, Black Mo. Okay, cool. I'll look out for you. I can't quite see you just yet. I will look out for you. We're going to be chilling here for a sec as we look at the replay. Metal Boot, still with us. Beautiful. Love to see it. Great stuff. Let's get those flaps up. Definitely gotten better at the landings as the stream's gone on, I have to say. 13 feet per minute on that one. Talk about butter. It was very satisfying to fly this thing though, I have to say. When you get it right, like, even though then, to be honest, that was, we were coming in a little bit hot, a little bit low, and then a little bit high. I honestly didn't have high hopes for that landing, but we still managed to pull it off, which I'm pretty pleased about, not gonna lie. You want a fighter jet hit Mach 1? Yeah, you can get some fighter jets. I don't know if they can actually hit Mach 1 just yet, though. I'm not sure. I think there's a limitation in the sim that prevents you from actually hitting Mach 1, unfortunately. But soon, TM, I think they're going to be resolving those issues. Yeah, there's a little Royal Mail Post fan over there. Alright, so here we are at RAF Northolt. Let's just pull in here in front of this hangar. And we'll have a quick look at that replay. Right, there we go. Let's get the parking brake on. Spitfire service ended in 1954. Ah, got you. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't know if there was a difference between whether they're like sort of in service, as in, you know, being used actively in the army, or actually just generally being used. Alright, let's watch that back. So we're going to be coming in on final here. Here we go. Nice little angle from above as well. It's a pretty cool angle. I would love to see some hot air coming out of this exhaust in a future update. That would be very cool. Yeah, this is a very unstable approach, really, wasn't it? I'm surprised that we managed to pull it off like we did, to be honest. Let's see what this landing looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. Little float, but oof, yes. Whew. That was brilliant. Little wobble at the end, but I think that's all part of the course. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's give it another go. Quite a cool angle. Nice landing. I'm using no damage. Yeah, I'm actually using no damage too because there's too many bugs with the stream. Not with the stream. There's too many bugs with the sim that mean that having damage on, you can just end up, you know, just causing damage to your plane when there's really no actual reason why you should have done. Perry, I'm glad you enjoyed, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed. We've still got another leg to go yet. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Spitfire. I just think it's just such a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. Let's see if we can get a better angle here where we're where you see a bit more of the action on the old control surfaces. There we go. How's that for a Steven Spielberg special there? Oh, yes. I mean, maybe it was a little bit of a thud. Stuck it though, nevertheless. Look at that aileron action. And look at the full up deflection on the elevator as well. I quite like that camera angle with the blur in the background as well. But yeah, David, it did look like there's a petrol station down there, didn't it? Yeah, it does seem a bit risky, that. I mean, it might not be correctly modelled in the sim, to be fair, so it might not actually be a petrol station in real life. Yes. Beautiful. I'm going to just watch that one more time, guys. Sorry, I'm just going to see if I can get a nice little screenshot coming in here. It's very rare I actually get to watch a replay back with like a camera angle like this, but I've just never really thought to do it. It is a cool shot though, isn't it? Can't deny that. Beautiful. Nice. I'm very pleased with that landing, if you haven't already guessed. Alright, here we are. We're back at wherever we left off. Let's just carry straight on, and we're gonna now do our final leg over to back to Biggin Hill. Actually, the shortest leg of them all out of today's stream, but it should be good nevertheless. So, just refreshing my memory on where we're gonna go. So, bringing this back up. We're here at Northolt. Ignore all these landing reports, there's just so many here. Let me see if I can close those off there. It counts every little tiny bump as like a landing here. Hey! So we're here at Northolt. Which way do you guys want to go? I mean, I feel like we haven't really been sticking to all the VFR rules here. So, I mean, what we could do is we could just go through London and then south, but it kind of does kill my frame rate, doesn't it? So, but if we go for a cheeky overfly of Heathrow and then follow sort of to the east and then pick up on the road here by Croydon. A332. See if we can pick that up. I think we should do that. I think that's a good one. And we're gonna go back down to Biggin Hill where we started. FW190 coming in for a strafing run. Yeah, there was someone flying about overhead. Hey, there's British Looney as well. Nice, I see you, dude. Awesome. I'm enjoying this multiplayer experience. Very cool. As you guys know, I don't really play on multiplayer much. I'm a bit of a loner, as they say. So yeah, it's very cool, guys. Very cool. I appreciate you guys joining in. Alright, here we are, RAF Northolt. This is another freeware scenery. As you can see, they've done a bit of detailing here. You've got some hangars, you've got like some kind of Royal Air Force fighter jet there as well. Oh no, this taxiway is closed. We're still going that way. Still going that way. Don't worry about it. Alright then. So we should be able to take a left here. I know this is not a taxiway, but this is going to conveniently take us right onto the runway. So I'm using it. I'm using it. Do is slowing down a little bit. We're getting a bit quick here. Hey, there we go. Metal boot. Absolutely greasing that landing. How handy is this though? How cool is this where I could just... Oh my god, guys. Guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had the tablet up the whole time. I'm so sorry, guys. It wasn't too much exciting stuff going on anyway. I was just taxiing along. We spotted British Looney as well. There he is. And Metal Boot coming in for an absolute greaser. And I was just giving my excuses as to why I'm actually using a... what isn't actually a taxiway. Alright, here we are at the runway. Let's just make sure we're configured. Let's get the carb air filter back to normal. And we're pretty much good to go, I think. Toggle attitude cage, what does that do? Oh, okay. Did not know that was a thing. Look at this, it's a nice spacious runway. Alright, let's do it, guys. Let's do this thing. I'm going to give it quite a lot of boost quite aggressively this time and see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful, all the way up to boost 12, gear up. Great stuff. Alright, let's do an overfly of Heathrow. Probably not allowed, but we're breaking rules today, guys. We're going wild. Alright, let's get the RPM back and the boost back. There we go, that's pretty nice. Oh, we could do with definitely closing that canopy. We're going very quick, 200 miles an hour. Bet that's a bit windy in there. Here we go, guys. Overflight of Heathrow. Oh, look at that. That is very cool. We've got KLM 045 down there. Love to see it. There's Heathrow, guys. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. Alright, so we're going to head a bearing of approximately 160. From here, not 160, yeah, 150, 160, something like that. See if we can pick up the, what do you call it, the 8. I forget which road it was called now. I think it was the A10, maybe. Get this trimmed out. We can get to 170 on the speeds. It's very, very rare I fly over this area of London when I'm not in an airliner. this thing just dives. You're not keeping a check on it. Alright, so we've got this reservoir here, so probably we need to... yeah, so 1, 2, 3. So we probably need more of a heading of... Oh, look at this below us. What is that? Very fancy, whatever it is. I probably should know what that is really, but I don't. Alright, so we probably need a heading of about, what's 80 degrees now from here. I'm just looking at my my map here, and I'm literally just estimating. No rhyme or reason. This wind is really something though. Let's do a bit more of a climb here because we're getting quite low. Like, as soon as I start looking out the window and everything and try to see where we're going, that's when it all just goes pear-shaped. Right, okay, I think that's enough of a climb. Oh, my frame rate is dying here. No, we don't want to go in the clouds, that's for sure. Mike, no worries dude, thanks for tuning in and dropping by as always. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening, and yeah, good day tomorrow. I'll catch you very, very soon. Take it easy, brother. Hampton Court, it could be. Kew Gardens. Your guess is as good as mine, honestly, guys. Alright. It's the 8232 that we want to try and pick up. The railway line here. Okay, that's reassuring. That's going to the north, so that's good. We're pretty close then, we're pretty close. Could be over here, I think this might be it, right here. Quite hard to see with that sun. I think we're pretty much there, guys. I have a feeling it's over here. Look how nice that looks though, honestly. Look at that. Nice. Oh, we're getting a bit too low here, so I'm taking screenshots. feel like that's the airfield up there. Oh, there we go. There's the runway right there. Beautiful. Okay, we might actually be on track to do a nice little base turn here, although we're a bit quick. Let's see if we can try it. Probably a bit too quick though, to be fair, so it might not work out that well. Nah, it's probably not going to work out too well, is it? I mean, we could try it. Now, let's just join the circuit. How did I get the map? I'm literally just looking at a VFR map of the UK. You can use the VFR map in Sim as well, so if you click at the top here, click this little map, that'll tell you where you are. You can see the various different airports and whatnot. But I'm looking at a map through, if you download an application called Sim Toolkit Pro, that's what I'm using. It's basically an all-in-one sort of planning type tool. And I'm basically just using their VFR planning tool to kind of look at where we need to be and yeah, where we want to go. Alright, there we go. 160 miles per hour, nice and early in the pattern. Look at that, that just looks amazing, doesn't it? The sim is just looking so good right now. Alright, we might as well throw that gear down, get a little bit more drag going. Alright, this is a pretty nice pattern actually, doing alright. Alright, let's bump up those RPMs. And let's throw those flaps down, get that nose down trimming, and we're going to turn base. Oh, maybe a bit tight there. My sim's stuttering like crazy right now though, so that's a bit off-putting. Alright, here we go. Touch low. Manage though. Here we are. Bit of right rudder to straighten us up there. Oh, we bounce. Holding that right rudder in, straightening up, right aileron, left aileron, holding the stick back. Alright, there we go. There we go. I forgot to record that one, of course. The last landing of the day, I forget to record it. Damn it. Alright, there we have it. Let's get that carb filter on. And to be fair, we can probably just turn off the boost pump as well. The graphics seem much better on Facebook. Oh, that's surprising actually. I thought I've had people say before that it just looks better on Twitch, but that's good. That's good. I mean, I suppose Facebook are actually upping their compression, which is quite nice. Okie dokie, here we are back at Biggin Hill. Let's get parked up where we actually started the stream today. I'm just going to come in here to the left. What simulator is this? Mike, welcome. Hope you're well. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Looks like we've got someone whirring about behind us. Metal boots. Alright then, here we are. Let's park up in front of one of these hangars. Yeah, it's the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator, Mike. Came out last year. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Alright. Let's get that parking brake set. There we go, parking brake is set. Let's shut this thing down. So throttle's all the way back, propeller all the way back, mixture all the way back, and that should do it. There we go. Fuel off. We already turned the fuel boost pumps off. We can turn the carb air filter off. Magnetos off. Also come down here and turn the battery off. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get a nice shot in front of the hangar before we go. Oh yes, look at that. Let's see. Something like that, I think. Wait, let's just zoom out a touch. If I can focus this, hang on one sec, guys. It's a bit touchy when you're zoomed in so far. Oh, we've got a metal boot coming in. Please don't ruin my shot. No, it's all good. It's all good, actually. If we've got metal boot and British Looney, if they're still knocking about, if they want to come and just get in the back of this shot here, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, metal boot. If you come over here to my right hand side, yeah, just a little bit further, a little bit further. Whilst we're here, let me just turn the name tags off so that it looks a bit nicer for the camera. British Looney, are you still oops, not that one. Are you still about? Should come and try and get in the shot if so. Let's see, can we see him? Oh, a bit further back. Oh, your game crashed. Oh, that sucks, dude. That is unfortunate. Need a pretty high-end system. Fairly, but I mean, you'd be surprised what you can get away with. Oh, it's all good, British Loon. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. Hopefully I'll catch you again sometime soon. Alright, we'll just do it with the two of us then. So let's just maybe do it a bit like this instead. Oh, no, he's gone! Ah, okay, never mind. Looks like it's just me on my own. There we go. That's a pretty nice shot, I think. Lower the exposure a bit. Pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream today. It's been something a little bit different to what we normally do. Obviously, we normally fly... oh, no. Let's fix this. Yeah, normally we obviously fly, you know, the big airliners, flying instrument flight rules and whatnot. So it's been a little bit different today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a lot of fun. Been a challenge. Obviously, flying the Spitfire. It's a bit of a spicy aircraft compared to the modern aircraft that we usually are used to. But once again, like I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much, everybody, for the big support and for the stars, of course. Ramsey, David, Mike, Zach, Preston. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'll catch you again soon. So anyone in the chat currently, big shout out to you. British Looney, Mike Ox, David, of course, Alan, Zach, Mike, of course, I think he's gone now, Darren, Wesley, Perry, Yusuf, Andy, John Lupo, that is, Ramsey, I think you've also gone, and everybody else, I think. Who else we got? Charlotte Jackson as well. Adam, Bobby, Lorne, Cole Length, and I think that's everyone I can see. Matt, Edgley, Ben. I think that's everyone. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, here we go. He's back for take two. All right, let's get this shot before we wrap up then. All right, stop right there. Okay. If you use Control and Q, I think you can just reverse up pretty nicely. I think. I'm not sure what the default key binding is, to be honest. Oh, we can try and make it work. Let's see. It looks real nice with the one hanger in the background, but we can do it this way. Oh no, wait, he's going for a reposition. I like it. There you go. All right, okay, I'll leave the shot here. I think we can make that work. Go a bit wider, maybe. Let's see. Oh, I stopped the prop as well. Beautiful. Love to see it. What about if we go something like this? That's a bit boring, isn't it? I think the shot though is really with this dude in the foreground. I think. There we go. Look at that bit of colour. Metal Boot, you'll need to speak in the chat and tell me who you are so I can tag you. But there we go. Let's give a bit of focus there. And that'll do it. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.